So opening day is Friday, April 28th at 4:05 p.m. and we're giving a special nod to the opening day start time on May 21st, 1998, which was also a 4:05 start time to commemorate the 20th anniversary season here. A lot of fun stuff planned for that day. Mayor Ganem's coming out, and we have some former Bluefish legends also coming out. Mike Guilfoyle, Luis Lopez, they'll be tied into a special pre-game ceremony on the field, and then that'll lead up into our 4:05 start time for that day. Amongst that, a lot of the fun stuff we have planned for the season. We have a couple guest managers signed up that have been a part of the team in some facet throughout the years. First is Terry O'Connor, who is with the Cardinal Sheehan Center and has been a good friend of the Bluefish for many years. Will be guest managing also the Ringmaster this year. And then Mickey Herbert, one of the co-owners of the Bluefish, when they first started, will be guest manager of the team as well. And another really big thing we have planned this year is Saturday, August 5th. We have our 20th anniversary Legends game. So it'll pit former Bluefish legends against former MLB legends. And on the Bluefish side, you'll have the likes of Luis Lopez, Mike Guilfoyle, Willie Upshaw, Mike Porzio, Mike Morris, and then Adam Greenberg. And on the Bluefish side, on the MLB side of things, it's more Mets, Yankees, Red Sox group, Keith Folk, Bill Spaceman Lee, Doc Gooden, Jeff Nelson, and El Duque Orlando Hernandez. So that'll be a fun day and also another commemoration for this special year. Along with that, we got 7 fireworks shows lined up for this year. Those will be fun, along with a tremendous giveaway and promotional schedule. So aside from all the fun stuff that the fans will be able to experience, one of the big things is the team we put together this year. We think we put together a really competitive squad. And our opening day roster is going to consist of 12 former big leaguers on it, so it's quite experienced, and even 20 guys on it have at least had AAA experience. So we're looking to make some noise in the Atlantic League this year, and hopefully for the 20th anniversary season bring a ring back to Bridgeport. So again, very excited about that. And right now, I'd like to introduce our manager, Luis Rodriguez, who can go a little more in depth with our squad this year.
All right, hello everybody.
Hi.
Just wanna add a little bit more on top of what Mr. Paul talked to you guys already. I'm pretty excited about this season. One, because it's my second season as manager. Second season, try to work with the team. Been here for 9 years, 10 years. A little bit older than Mr. Paul, but we've been here for a while. We try to get that championship back to Bridgeport. Kind of excited to start again this year. We try to build a new roster, new players, new faces. Some of you guys already know. The way that we set it up this year, we went with a lot of veteran players, guys that already be in the highest level in baseball. We also have some young players, but they also know the games. They also know how to play the game as well. So I'm one of the guys that I like to have guys that they know the game, so the young players will learn from the elders. As I always say, that you learn from the best. We also have another pitching coach this year, Coach Rich Garces, a lot of years in the big league for the Red Sox and the Twins. This year, first time for us, Sean is going to be a player coach, first time. Try to start a new career as coach, but we need him more as a player, because we know he can still hit. So we expect Sean to help us a little more with the coaching staff and help the team hitting and anything else that he can do. Today we also have Jonathan, which is, some of you guys already know, he was a pitcher of the year last year. He had a great season. Also we had him in winter ball down in Venezuela. Had a great season down there as well. Still waiting for that phone call to try to get out of this league. Try to go back to organized ball and try to make a little bit of money, right? So I'm very excited about it. I mean, these guys, they come in, they leave, they come back. I'm still here. Long as the office wants me, long as the owner, Paul, long as they don't want me here, I will be here. Because I like baseball, I like being here. I also call this play at home. This is the longest organization that I ever played for. And I also part of the coaching staff now. I'm the manager of the team. So I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited. I can't wait to start, see what this guy can do. If I go with my roster right now, then you guys should say, man, this guy is ready to go, and we should win the championship this season. So I don't want to say it too loud, but it looks like we had a pretty decent team for the 2017 season. So, right.
You just talked about, you know, it's the longest organization you've been with. What makes you want to do it?
Well, one of the big reasons that made me do it stay here, because I won with every team that I ever played for, and I had 9 championship rings, and I haven't get to 10 yet. And this was my last stop after organized ball. I played for the Ducks back in 2004, and I won championship. I also played with the National Pride as well with Richard. We also won the championship. This is the team that I haven't won anything. So I'm still pushing, I'm still grinding, and I still want to get it done.
Thanks, Louis. And then also want to introduce our new pitching coach, El Guapo, Rich Garces. Very excited to have him on board.
Thank you, guys. Like Louis says, I'm very excited. I'm not too much as pitch, but I'm very excited to be here. I mean, that was we were talking about this in Winter Ball when Louis was with one team, now was on the other team. He asked me if I can help him out here as a pitching coach, and I was like, hey, why not? I was with Louis at New Hampshire, and now Nashua we won the championship, and we always won Louis for a long time. So it was like, hey, it's going to be a challenge for me, but we fine, you know. I might meet the guys, and I like to meet some people in a new place, and you know, I brought my family back here with me to be here. But hey, we through all those days that we will be having practice, exhibition games and everything, we pretty good got pretty good starting and relievers solid, you know. We got pretty good starters. One of the leaders of the starter rotation is right here, Mr. Avalavejo. So you know, I look forward to you know, you never know. Get to it 100%, and we might go out there and win the championship. We are together in that thing before. We can do it again. You never know. So you just got to push, and get a nice starting rotation, nice bullpen. I think we right it there. We got a defense, offense, and we can do it. So you know, thank you very much.
Questions at the end. All right.
And thank you for having me here, and can be more comfortable, like in my house. Mr. Paul and Mr. Louis give me a chance, the opportunity to be as a pitching coach here in this team. But you know, I like that challenge.
Where have you been the last 2 or 3 years?
I was in Venezuela. I was a pitching coach one of the teams back in my country. Yeah, at Leones in winter ball. Yeah, this winter. Mm-hmm. So just Louis asked me if I want to come over, and that's one of the reasons I'm here. I like the challenge. I like to win a championship, like Louis says. This team haven't won a championship for a long time, so we got a great time to do it.
Thank you, Rich.
We're gonna hold off on questions until the end, and then we're gonna open the floor.
Yeah, just to piggyback off of Rich, I mean, it's great to have a guy with Rich's experience come here and be able to work with the pitching staff. I've had experience in indie ball before, you know, in the big leagues, worked with Louis and a lot of other guys in winter ball. So just to have, you know, those two, Louis, Rich, you know, Sean on staff, and then Jonathan coming back as the pitcher of the year, you know, being our opening day starter. You know, it's pretty exciting. And like Rich said, one thing I'm missing for my 8 years here is you know, one of those championship rings. So hopefully we can change that this year. All right?
Do you get one?
Hopefully. Hey, if we win, absolutely. So, say at this time, we'll probably open the floor to questions for any of these gentlemen up here. Talk about the exciting season on tap. Rob, you had something?
Yeah, for Mr. Garces. I'm an old Red Sox fan. And you came in, you used to just blow people away. I mean, can you teach that? You know?
That's one of the reasons that I like that challenge that Louis, you know, talked to me and do it and win the ball. That's what I want to do. You know, I just wanted to help guys that they lean a lot, and especially young guys, like Louis says. There's a lot of guys with experience in the AAA level and the big league level. So it's going to be just a little bit of changes, but you know, that's one of the reasons I'm here, just trying to help him out, get back to the organized baseball out there, to see if I got a chance to be in the big leagues again. But that's the reason I'm here. Just trying to, you know, teach those guys how to do in any kind of situation in the game, whatever Louis bringing them in again or whatever. I like the group of guys that we have because they ask a lot of questions, and I love that. I like it. They ask me, hey man, what to do in this situation? What did I throw against that hitter? And, you know, that's the type of guy I am. I keep communication with starting pitchers, top pitchers, and that's why you get you know, that momentum and get to win all the time. You know, if we get a little communication and everybody, I think we're gonna do some fun.
Thank you. Sean, did Pete Rose give you any advice as being a player coach?
Should I stand or just answer it?
It's fine.
Pete Rose, I was here when he came by, and he's very to the point, direct. He was a direct guy. He didn't have too much information pertaining to, you know, baseball or anything. It was kind of, you know, it was basically play your hardest, play your best, and try to get out of here. You know, because, you know, right now this is a great league and this and that, but he kept going on with stories about the big leagues, and that's where you want to be, because once you're there, you're in the minors. That's what you're familiar with. But you know, he was a hustle guy. He was a grinded out guy. So he kind of gave us a little pep talk and you know, told us just to keep going after it, go after your dream, never give up until they yank that jersey off of you.
Machete, I know you brought in Tony Abreu and Alberto Callaspo for your middle infield spots this year. I know you had a solid combo with Hernandez and Rodriguez last year. So what do you think those two guys can bring to the ball club this year? And I don't know if Burrows and Alapadejo, if you guys have had experience playing against those guys or with them. So if you just speak on what Tony and Alberto can bring to the team.
Well, I talked to Tony from the beginning as soon as we started spring training. We're waiting on Hernandez. We still got, you know, back in the country, they had a lot of issue with the government and stuff like that, so he's going to be a little bit late with us. We're expecting him to be here anytime soon. So I also talked to Tony. He said he had a playing time in shortstop in the past, and I said, well, you might have to go and be the guy for the opening night. I mean, it's the same ground ball to me, I think, but you still got skills. You know, I hope you can get it done. I said take ground balls and short. I told Callaspo, he played second before, past two winners. He played in Venezuela. I saw him playing third. I saw him playing first. I saw him playing second. So I think those two guys combined with the 16 year with major league experience, they will get it done for us. So I like to be focused on the middles for the defense. So I think it's pretty solid so far. They haven't making it. Well, actually, we made one error in Long Island, but it happens, part of the game. But I think they will get it done. When Hernandez gets here, then we see what I can do. So for right now, then that's the guy that they're going to start for me.
Jonathan, you know, you had an outstanding year last year. Do you feel any pressure now to repeat that, or just gonna go be yourself?
No, not at all. Like, I mean, like, this is just baseball. You know, you're gonna continue to do the same job. So, like, I just gotta come back here and try to do the same thing. You know, no pressure at all. Like, it's fan game. You're just gonna have to throw strike, attack hitters, and try to do your best. But I mean, like, if it happens again, it's more than welcome. But if it's not, you know, it's just baseball. It's just gonna happen.
One of the 10 bases, I'm gonna touch what he says. This league, everybody knows about the league now. When I first came here in 2008, you talk about Atlantic League, nobody has a clue. That's independent league. Like, nobody goes there. Nobody want to watch this game. Now you guys watch any sports, especially in baseball, they all talk about the Atlantic League. And I feel proud of that because we bring in guys here that we also want guys to go back to the major league level. For example, we had it last year. We had Lopez, or catcher. He start here, play a few games, go to AAA. Next thing you know, he's in the big league. Pitchers, same thing. But sometimes it takes time. It's got to be the right time. Maybe this year he lost 12, he gets picked up. Who knows? That's how crazy baseball is. You know what I mean? He did the best. He won 15. He struck out many guys he could. Hey, I'm still here. Well, I'm going to double all those numbers. Hey, maybe it don't work that way, then he getting picked up. So I think it's pretty good for him to come back and compete again it shows me that he still want to do it, and I really feel proud that man to come back for us.
Was Carpenter in the big leagues last year?
No. He went to AAA when he got picked up, and somebody else got sent out from the major league, and they released it, and we got him back again. This year he was in the big league camp, and they released it, and we took him back again.
What big league camp was he at?
He was with Tampa Bay, I believe. So he threw a few good innings, and the base was crazy, you know. Hey, we sit down the catch. Okay, Carpenter, you going? Well, I'm not a catcher. Well, we need a spot in the roster. So that's how baseball is. So if you really do the math, I mean,
you never know where you're gonna be.
You know where you're gonna be. You know, I tell you guys for experience. I was in AAA for the Red Sox in Pawtucket, and Jason Verity got hurt that year in 2002.
I was there.
And my manager, Bodie Bailey, he scratched my name out of the line. I said, hey, Louis, maybe you the guy. Next thing you know, they call by Brian Nelson. You know, Brian Nelson, not a catcher, he's an infield. There he goes Louis back to AAA. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to pack.
I remember when that happened.
You know, so if you really look at it, like a catcher's getting hurt, why you call up a infield? So I just continue to play. So, but that's how crazy baseball is.
Sean, I wanted to ask you, what's it like coaching now?
Like, you know, I'm just getting my feet wet. Really, like Louis said, I'm a player coach, but I think I'm a player first, and you know, I'm here to kind of hear what these guys say. You know, I'm in the background. I'm you know, there to help with the hitters, to help them flip, take some swings before the game. Hopefully start throwing some BP here soon. We'll see how the old wing holds up. But no, yeah, I mean, you know, just work with the guys. You know, it's incrementally, just bit by bit, more by more. I'm not going in there and messing with the lineups or going to tell who's swinging it good. These guys know better than I do. I'm obviously focused on getting ready for the game myself, but at the same time, I have a little extra to do to work with these guys, and it's fun, you know. I mean, with me, it always takes a little bit, a couple of weeks to kind of get to know the guy, so let my true personality come out of the bag per se, you know. And these guys will get to know you. But I mean, so far it's been good just talking with these guys in the cage and in the clubhouse, and everyone has a real understanding that, you know, coming in this league, it's I mean, this is my 4th year here, and it's really you get in the playoffs. You know, first half you're in the playoffs. You know, win the second half, and win that first half it's huge. You know, that in April, May. I mean, you get off. You got to get. I mean, really, you have to get off to a good start, and you can't kind of take the first couple weeks and say, you know, but swing's not there, pitching's not there. We'll get better. You gotta start winning right out of the gate, because you know, if you're gonna come out and, you know, be 1-12 or, you know, 2-10 of the first 12, I mean, it's an uphill climb, and it's tough. So I think a lot of these guys have that understanding that, you know, at the landing league, everyone's coming out and you got to go, and we're not getting guys at bats, you know, ready to move up, or you're not getting pitch limits. We're going out there to win, and if you're not swinging it or whatever, he's gonna, you know, put the guy in that's swinging a hot hand or throwing well, and you got to go with your best hand, because it's about winning. It's not about, you know, getting your at bats or getting your seasoning to move up, because right now there's no moving up. I mean, there's moving into an organization, or there's moving into Japan or something, or whatever you're looking at your destination. But you know, right now we're focused on the task at hand, and that's as a Bluefish, and that's to win right away.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to talk about rings. What was the Bluefish history on rings? Championships.
Yeah, so we have one championship in 1999 when, under the helm of Willie Upshaw, and that's the sole Bluefish championship so far in the 20-year history.
And who won it last year?
Last year it was Sugarland.
Sugarland.
Yeah, well, we're starting. So hopefully
You had
we
their
get to
number last year. Went to a couple of games.
yeah. So hopefully we can show them a little something. The defending champ, going to face the defending champs right away.
Well, you talk about getting off to a fast start because of the way the season's structured. It has. You open 7 games in Texas. So what are you going to do to? I don't want to say deal with that, but motivate them. You know, Louis, what do you think? 7 games in Texas to open. That's not ideal, right?
Well, I kind of like the idea to go to warm weather a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of these guys, they're not used to the wind, the ferry's behind, you know, all of that stuff. Texas is pretty warm. We did it last year. it's like you're playing in winter league. It's like the Caribbean, you know. It's 90 degree, 98 degree, high humid, you know. So I kind of like the idea. We're going back to open the season over there, and hopefully by the time we're coming back, it's a little warm here. And on the other end, I'm thinking of half of my team, they were in spring training. Those guys, they've been ready. I mean, they've been working out. It's not like they stayed at home for 7 months. So it makes a big difference when you have a club that, like Sean said, well, I get it tomorrow, and I get it tomorrow. It might not be tomorrow. Because here I'm not developing players. Here I'm here to win. So if you're not getting it done, you know, there's another 800 players looking for that spot. Right. So I tell a lot of time the players, I talk to Paul, Ryan, I say, when you talk to these guys, I need you here first day, ready to go, because we have only 2 days of practice and we have 4 exhibition games. Right. So it's not a lot more time for you to get ready. You know, I let me do a couple laps. Tomorrow I take long thoughts. So when you come here, you pretty much got to be 70 or 75% ready to go. So, because we don't have a lot of long stretch for spring training. So I have a good feeling about the team. There are a lot of these guys that have been swinging the bat pretty good. I mean, we played 4 exhibition games and we had 10, 12, 14 hits. So it tells me that we're gonna hit. Now we see what my pitching is doing. So it's both, it's combined, it's together. Pitching, different, sometimes you hit and you don't pitch. Sometimes you pitch and you don't hit. So we hope they're all together from right out the gate.
Yeah, Louis, you're a pretty good catcher. You see yourself maybe throwing yourself out there one day?
No. Those days are gone. I know I still can do it, but one of the things that I told myself, when you say that's it, that's it. I mean, I don't.
If you said that's it?
Yeah, I said that a while ago. And I don't miss it because I think I got beat up pretty good. Yeah. So 24 years behind the plate, I mean, it's a lot of squad.
That's a long time.
Thanks God, I never had any surgery, any problem at all, knee, back, anything. So, and I also learned how to play with pain decently. I mean, you get hurt a little bit and 15 day in DL, 20 day, it's not gonna do it. You just here fooling around. So you have a pain, you gotta fix it. You need to play tomorrow or next day or next. It's gotta be back.
Congratulations, that's great.
You know, so thank you. And I put my uniform and I get it done. How? I don't know. So God will have some answer for you.
Can you tell us about your rotation?
So right now, if nobody calls me tonight, take a few of these guys. You got anything, Sean?
No, I'm just going to touch on how he asked about Sugarland. I mean, he said, how are we going to do it? Is that what he said? How are we going to do it? I mean, it's very peculiar how we're on there for 7 games. You're used to maybe, there's usually 3, maybe 4 game sets in this league, and then all of a sudden we're out of the chute in Texas, for 7 games, and it's
that's a road trip.
It's a road trip. But at the same time, there's 2 sides of the coin. I mean, they're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be facing basically their pitch, the same 2 guys. 2 starts. We're going to get into their bullpen. We're going to see all their arms. So by the 4th game, we're going to know, offensively what they have and this and that. So it's actually an advantage. I mean, I think after that 4th game, it's all up in the dome. It's all mental. It's all, a lot of guys go, oh man, we got another game against these guys. Oh God, there's 2 or 3 more games. Like, you can get in, you psych yourself out easy, and so it's all going to be about kind of just that positive thinking, that positive affirmation that, okay, a couple more games, let's grind it out, let's do it. We'll be back opening against a new squad in a couple of days, let's just do it. I mean, no matter what, it's inevitable you're going to have those 4 at-bats, you're going to have to play this 27 outs, you're going to have to do it. It's not like, let's rub a genie and have it be over with, you know what I'm saying? It's it's all going to be mental after that 4th, 5th game, and they're a whole new squad, we're a whole new squad, they're not the, they get probably their rings the first game we're there, I imagine, or whatever, and to kind of show in our face, but maybe that should just make us a little bit more hungry to be where they're at and for next year.
Rotation.
Okay, I have a rotation for game 1. I have Cody Reardon. In my 2nd game, we're going to Michel Valadejo. Then I have Chris Rierick. And I have Charlie Brewer, Lara Badamo. That's what I got so far. If you miss anything, I'll take your help.
I was going to ask for Burroughs. You talked about this your 4th year with the team. I know you had a stint with Long Island, but you came back last year. what is it about this organization you want to keep coming back and playing each year? And not having played in the playoffs with Bridgeport yet, is that a motivating factor for you?
Yeah, man, it's I think that's, for one, if you don't love baseball, I don't think you're going to be here, you know. I mean, it's a fun league, and, you know, fun parks and fun fans, but you got to really love it, you know. You got to be willing to play in front of, doesn't matter if it's 40,000 or 42, you know, and it doesn't matter if you're eating steak, you're eating a PB&J, you know. I love it, and I was in the I mean, this is the first organization in this league that I was with, and obviously I want to, you know, as I'm finishing out and I'm finished my time in this league, I want to you know, be here, and I want to help them get to the playoffs. I was fortunate to be in the playoffs a couple of years ago with the team across the pond. I mean, it was fun, and that's what you want to do. I mean, obviously you want to win it all, but, you know, bringing it back here, I think it would you know, not only in our best interest, but for the fans and everyone. I mean, we want to do it for the city of Bridgeport, like these guys saying, get a ring for the organization, for these guys who have been waiting a long time, and you know, just be kind of the trailblazer for people to want to come to Bridgeport and watch games and come here and play, and you know, I've always had a great time.
We have time for maybe about one or two more questions if there are anything else lingering. Any other questions for the gentleman up here? One more from Tyler.
Machete, I know you had experience coaching Team Venezuela in the World Baseball Classic a few years back before you're, you know, the guy now here in Bridgeport. How did that experience help with your coaching resume now?
Yeah, that was exciting for me. I had opportunity back in 2009. I was a good friend of mine, Bobby Abreu, so I was one of his buddies. So he was in the team, and he kind of kept telling me, hey, let's go, you know. And so I went over there, and I watched it from the stand, and something's kicking in my head. I said, man, that'd be awesome being in that field with all these major league guys, you know. 4 years later, Luis Ojo called me, you know. He asked me if I want to be part of the team, and I said, hey, you know, I'm gonna thank you for asking me that. You know, I don't mind, and I like to learn. You know, I want to be around the good players in baseball, so I got the opportunity to go over there and learn a lot. They learn from me, and I learn from a lot of them. Because a lot of time people, they think because those guys, they won the big league, they were really good. Maybe they were good, some staff, you know, somebody else helping, but they were good there. They were there for a reason. So I was the type of guy that I asked, and, you know, pretty much at that time we had 6 coaches, but they were managers in winning ball. You know, like if you look at it this year, same thing. You know, you have Eddie Perez, and you have Omar Vizquel, and you have Carlos Garcia. All those guys, they manage in the winter league. So pretty much the whole coaching staff, they're managers. So I was watching what they do. Why don't they bring a lefty, or why? You know, it's a catchy thing. You're always thinking till you go sleep. You know, just it helps me out a lot to learn, and I feel like that was the end of my career as a player. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna prepare for the next step if there was a chance. So thanks to Bluefish, they offered me a job first time as manager, and then I took him. So this year I was supposed to go. I told them no. It's not that I'm big shy now, but you know, I want to spend time with the family, and you know, I was going for 4 months to the winter league. So I got back at the end of January, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna miss you guys, but maybe another 4 years I will see you guys. So hopefully they ask me again. It's not like I wasn't excited. It's excited to be around those guys, but I done it before, so it's like, okay, I like to spend time with the family and I go there. So it was a pretty good experience.
All right, that's going to do it for the question portion today, but we would like to, on behalf of the Bridgeport Bluefish, thank all of you for coming out. Thank you to Luis, Sean, Rich, Jonathan, and Paul for all speaking today. Thank you to Chelsea Merritt and the Community Relations Department for helping put all of this together, and we look forward to seeing all of you out at some games this season. Thanks again.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.